like with everything.
We're just fucking trying to figure it out.
The collective thought.
All right, so let's practice. Ready? Here we go.
You say the names.
Okay. It's live. I bet you that shit's been fucking live this whole time. I swear to God. And if it has been, I'm not gonna say any bad words. I'm not saying any bad words. Welcome back to
Bitch Ass Podcast.
I think that worked. Just in case it didn't. Let's judge do it. Ready?
Do it.
You don't want to do it.
No.
You know what I think you should do?
There's a lot of pressure.
Is that I'm gonna
The Meek Mill Podcast.
No. Okay, let's get this.
Hell no.
We're truly having fun because, to be honest, we only want a title to help people get to where we're going, and where we're going is already where we left. So let's just keep it straight. You know what I'm saying, and keep it moving. Blazing coast to coast with JoJo, G-Man, and myself, Elmo. Super excited to be here today. Oh, the camera's over here. Sorry, we got too many. And then we're going to talk about some fascinating things. I can't give you an itinerary yet because they're going to tell you what they are. I'm just going to hang out for good looks. I'm super excited to talk about Egypt, the 19 gods, the Book of Enoch, the pineal gland, psilocybin, and all these fascinating things. Our listeners and viewers want to know, what's up with Egypt and why is it the beginning of time?
Well, hi, I'm JoJo. I'm back here now. Don't do that. Well, the big thing about Egypt was because of Hermes Trismegistus, there was a lot going on there. But we got to start way before that. Like, we got to go back to, how I told you guys about going to school, being indoctrinated. School means to indoctrinate. Indoctrinate means to brainwash. So we believed all these things to be so. That's not. And so the biggest thing they can do is have a person believe they're worshiping God and they're really worshiping the devil or whatever. And like I said before, I'm not trying to make anybody believe like me, but just see things a different way. Because there's a lot going on with astrology, numerology. Really, Muslims been ahead of their time because they've been studying astrology. And it said that millionaires don't believe in astrology, billionaires do. J.P. Morgan said that. And whoever don't know who J.P. Morgan is, y'all heard of Chase?
Yes, it's a rich white dude.
$10,000 bill.
And he made the Titanic. He's known for a lot of things.
Did he make the Titanic?
That was his boat. So he didn't.
His face on the $10,000 bill.
It was? Is it?
Yeah.
That's a real thing?
Chase, yeah.
Serious?
Yeah, you never had a $10,000 bill in your pocket?
Man. No.
The crazy thing about Egypt, to me, I'm a Hancockian.
That's G-Man.
Okay, I'm Gary. Hi. So Graham Hancock has a theory about our history being lost.
Who's Graham?
He's an author. He's a historian. He goes and does these deep dives into archaeological places, sites, and tries to dig up things that weren't previously discovered. He's really into the lost civilizations. That's his bag, right? So one of the things is that the pyramids and the Sphinx and all that stuff is way older than anyone wants us to know. Way older.
You mean people don't want us to know this?
Like they were already there, and then the Egyptians came along and said, "Oh, look at these things. Let's fix them up." And they remodeled. They refurbished what was already there, and then they claimed it as their own. They didn't actually build those things.
Yeah, how do you trick so many people? Tell the same story.
Dude, look at our history.
It's just a religious dogma.
The history we're not even allowed to talk about.
Exactly.
So, where's he getting his information from?
Geologists.
Okay.
They do.
Rocks for jocks, right? It's pretty much.
Yeah, they look at the Sphinx and they see the weathering patterns on the Sphinx and they say this could not have happened during these, eras because the rainfall. We have an accurate record of all the rain that has fallen in that area. It wouldn't have made this erosion happen the way it is.
Not even only that, it's the way it's built.
It's still a mystery. They think they used tributaries to bring the stones, but I don't think that
Tributary is.
an offshoot of the Nile, like another river. They use water. They use water. To
They used to
transport
be
the
there
stones.
before it dried up.
Which is fine. They may have done that, but it wasn't the Egyptians. It was somebody way before, like 10,000 years before the Egyptians that
Right.
did that.
And not only that, they have these, not just those pyramids in Egypt, they have these pyramids everywhere, hills, everything, this stuff.
Yep.
Göbekli Tepe, all these things, right?
That's right.
It's just a lot, and nobody can explain those things, or why the Vatican has its own little city and the things, you know that.
Hey, I saw the movie. I know why they have their own city.
Right. Anyways,
hide
yeah,
it.
it's all been hidden. You're right.
Do
The
you-
occult, which is just hidden.
I wonder if anyone really knows anymore. I don't think.
I don't think we're not. I don't
they
think we're meant to know. I think we're meant to. I think we're meant to chase, to create. Man, whatever.
Is that where he got his name from?
Yes.
I'm gonna play dumb on that one because I don't know what you're
No,
talking about.
look. I mean, it's. I don't believe that people are sophisticated enough. I don't care how much money they have, that they could pull the wool over all of our eyes. So I don't think.
I don't think it's that hard.
I don't think there's some nefarious group out there. You know, the Knights Templar and all these
You don't?
secret Illuminati organizations. I think those might exist, but I don't think that they're all in control like some evil cabal. I just think that this stuff has been lost to history, and
I agree.
I think that somebody wrote a book about how it happened, and now we all defend that book.
Which Bible are you talking about?
I'm not talking about the Bible. I'm talking about like archaeologists. I'm talking about people who are scientists, like legitimate scientists that did this work, and then they made a discovery or thought they made a discovery and reported on it, and now that's just what we have to teach. And we can't deviate from that at all because it'll get people in trouble, and it'll discredit these people who are so renowned from our past.
Unless
we
it's
can't
Billy
have
Carson.
that.
Billy Carson's got that lined up though. He's got a lot of information. Well, I'm just saying, he's got a lot of videos out there. He's got a whole different mindset, challenging the status quo. You used to talk about Billy Carson, right?
Yeah, I do. I like Billy Carson. In fact, I learned a lot off of him. He's one of the people I watch kind of often. But also, I just got to touch up on what you guys were just saying. All things are consciousness. So as far as the religious Bible or whatever, everything, the all is mine. And once you can grasp that, and that's what I want to teach everyone as we go along day to day, you can't learn everything in a day. You got to unlearn everything you learned first, you know, and then go from there.
Unschooling.
Yeah, unschooling, because they did you wrong. And it's
That's
not
fucking
just
deep.
even one race. Everybody, you're enslaved to a system.
Yeah.
People don't even know.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of things. There's a book called Fire in the Minds of Men. If you could read that book, that would be a great book to read. I'm telling you.
We're going to have some serious links after this podcast because she's got a lot of information we're going to share. You right? You're going to give us some links and books
I do.
that they can follow up with us. So keep going. I want to hear more about that.
I was just stating that like the all is mine. So basically, you know, as is above, so is below. So is, or however they say it, as is below, so is above. It's just as is within, so is without. You know, it's a lot to learn, and it can be overwhelming. And some people don't even want to believe it because they are so used to the lie that they've been taught that they don't want to hear the truth.
Well, do you think I'm gonna share? I mean, this is not a new concept, but you know, I like to define the body, you know, and the soul. Right, the soul is the driver of the body. Right, the body has its own mind, but I'm just, you know, I'm hanging out in this living organism trying to tell it what to do. But the body itself physically has its own desires and its own, you know, things that it likes doing. It doesn't like pain. It doesn't like to feel certain things. So I think that's why it might be so difficult to have a soul trapped in a shitty body that doesn't respond, you know, that may be sickly, and then you have a soul that's in a good body. You know what I'm saying? You know, that I'm trying to go there. So maybe it's not really the soul, it's the body that was created on this earth that's so resistant to what the soul's trying to accomplish. God damn, that was... Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, but
Okay.
what it is that was a choice you made you took a choice, a memory of to come back here. You came from a spiritual realm down to hell. Like when you look at the
So
chakras.
this is hell?
Oh yeah.
Or is this spring break?
It's supposed to be harmonious, though, heaven on earth. If we didn't have religions, which cause division, separation, look at these wars going on, then we can get rid of that and know the all is one. It's like an element, like L is God and Mint is mine. It's your God mind. We are gods, and people forgot who they are because that's the oath you took. It's a lot. We'll be
Man, I mean, I like to be goofy, funny, try to provide levity, but I don't understand things. And so, to me, it truly sounds like these stories that have been created, like the gods get bored and then they send people down to earth and they do shit, right? Like Zeus and all them and all these other stories and every other culture and every other time, it always follows the same playbook. It's always, I have all this power, but you don't appreciate the frailty of human life. So that's why I go back to my argument. The body is flawed because it has a short lifespan. It feels like no other on this planet that we know of, right? In my memory, maybe an octopus feels more than a human does, but I haven't been an octopus that I can remember. But I mean, so I think with that, and the reason why I bring this because I like to do this thing called, I have this relationship with myself and I call it the we-go. It's a working relationship with my ego, right? My ego is my body, and what's up here is what's here. So if I can recognize my body wants a beer, some sugar, and some chicken wings and shit, I'm gonna be like, yo, we can't have that today. And my body's gonna go, why? And I'm like, some fucking doctor told me my blood pressure's too high, right? And my body's gonna be like, well, fuck you, doctor. I want the fucking chicken wings. And that's where you make a choice to overpower your body and to rewrite what your body has become, right? And those are people that I find to be out of alignment with the two. So me, I'm like, yo, have at it, bro. But we're gonna do some push-ups tomorrow and work it out and do some shit, right? To balance out. But in the same token, it's okay to say no. It's okay to go down a path that sucks if you want to grow from it and you want to like open your, because some of us are warriors for pain, right? Some of us will never know the right way because I don't believe in right or wrong. I really don't. I just live within the institution or the framework that my life here, there's rules and guidelines. I don't have to like them or love them or follow them for right or wrong. It's just what suits my purpose. And I think if there's more selfishness with humility and openness, you have more peace because you're not hiding all that shit.
Right.
And the shame that you feel from hiding is how I can use every religion out there. Every piece, every book is to find peace within. Everything is about finding peace, finding your line and finding your light. Everything is about finding, going, being part of something. But if we are gods,
it's already here,
right? So I recognize my godliness. I recognize this vessel, and I'm like, yo, thank you, right? It's not about is this vessel better than that vessel. It's just like, yo, I figured this shit out. I'm aligned with this motherfucker,
right?
And I don't have to say I'm 53 doing my thing. I could just be like, I'm doing my thing. And if something doesn't feel right, I don't say, man, I wish I could. I'll feel better when I get. According to some religions, you stay faithful, you stay fruitful, you get a bunch of virgins when you get to a certain place. On this other religion, you get a golden ticket to the Hall of Justice. On the other one, you get to come back as a Deadpool character. It just really depends on what you believe, right? It's your own reality. Mm-hmm. So for me, I recognize the beauty and frailty of this body and its own right to live. And I recognize my cerebral godliness and the energy from wherever it comes that's undefined because I don't know. But when my shit is lined up, it feels pretty fucking good. So that's all I got. I don't know why I went there, but
I think
that's my we-go.
I think I have an unpopular opinion on this. Like, so our brain was the last thing to develop in us. Our brain,
what?
Our brain is the last thing that came to human beings. Our stomach was the first thing. Our stomach, we have to eat. That was it. Our organism, the organism that we are, we have to eat. We have to find food. And so it developed all these ways of finding food better. And one of the ways was it developed this brain. This brain came along to help us make decisions on how to find food better. That was it. And, you know, now we've complicated it because we've gotten so intelligent that we are now able to go, oh, look at this. I'm a person. I'm walking around. I can do, what does all this mean? You know, we have all these questions now. We're never going to know the answers to these questions. We're just not. And all the books that are written about it were all people just like us that didn't know anything about it either. And they wrote it down anyways because people are fucking egotistic assholes and they'll just do that. They don't care. Like, they'll put it out there and be like, good luck. You know, like, and for me, you know, consciousness is the big question. Like, how did we get there? How do we get conscious? Like, are dogs conscious?
They are.
Are cats conscious? Are fish conscious?
Yeah.
Like, all these animals out there that are living their lives, a bug, when you try to swat it, it runs away, right?
Some of them, Arizona scorpions, bro.
So, well, I don't fuck you up.
He'd be like, yo, where you from, bro? I'm from the east side, bro.
But my point is, like, okay, if we're all conscious, if every living thing, even plants, are conscious,
Yeah.
where does that come from? And is it just a byproduct of the universe? Maybe the universe is alive. Maybe the universe is
100%
is conscious.
Totally.
And we are just little filaments that can pick up the signal. And
Space
that's it.
Space dust.
And so we're living our lives here trying to find this deeper meaning. The deeper meaning's already here. The deeper meaning is that this whole thing is even happening.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
There doesn't need to be any deeper meaning than that. That's pretty freaking wild if you think about it. So, you know, I know there's a lot of religious people out there that are just like, oh, just God is going to strike you down. Look, God, okay, go ahead. Strike me down. No, nothing's going to happen because there ain't no God like that. There wouldn't be a God like that, or none of us would be here right now because we're all assholes. Right. None of us would exist if a God was that fucking vindictive. And, like in the Bible, in the Old Testament, that motherfucker was ruthless. That dude was fucking vicious, man. He's like, dash the babies of your enemies on the rocks. You're like, what? Like, what God, a loving God that loves his creation, is going to say, dash the baby that hasn't done anything wrong? I don't care whose baby it is. It's still just a baby. Hasn't done anything wrong. Who's going to order that to be dashed on the rocks?
All right. I got to pause here because I want to go on the other side for a second.
Okay.
There is a beautiful need for humanity for religion factors. It plays an essential role for gathering humanity to move forward. Because without religion, you got a bunch of fucking crazy people who don't know what to do with this beautiful brain and soul of energy, and they're gonna just, it's like herding cats. So what I'm saying is the body, the beautiful part of us, humanity, is the functionality of this living organism, right? This body, all the separate unique bodies out there, is that they listen. They're the best. Think about it. It's so easy to get billions of people to move in one direction. It's so easy to get hundreds of millions of people to move in a different direction. What you can't do is get any one motherfucker on this planet to agree on the color of anything.
The dress is green. God.
Never happened. And why is that? Because there's 8+ fucking billion different subjective filaments and things and experiences.
All subjective.
Right. But the thing is, without those instruments of institutions and rules and regulations, we would not be here today because we would have ended it already.
I don't think that's true.
Yes, because you need...
I don't think that's true.
It's... Right.
I think more people have died because of religion than
I think
otherwise.
No, that's thin in the herd, man. That's thin in the herd. It's thin in the herd. It's thin in the herd.
Maybe so, but
Darwinism and all these different things.
We don't need to lie to get... like the ends and the means have to make sense.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
why is there a win-win? And if you know, when in any argument you have a win-win, lose-lose, win-lose, right? Or draw, right? These are the 4 basic fucking functions of connectivity.
Okay.
Right? So either I feel like I won and you feel like you won. That's the only way we can move in peace.
But why is it it's not a win-win for religion?
Right, but
religion's a win-loss.
No, what I'm saying is when you understand I get what I want and you get what you want, and I'm okay in this place to move forward, right? That's alignment. That's compatibility. That's the only way people move forward at a hyper speed in humanity. It's the only way. When there's 9/11 or any big fucking thing, Pearl Harbor, anything like that affects the humanity, they fucking line up. True. They go, they're fucking focused. They dial in the whole universal energy. Is like you fucked with the wrong people. And once that shit is over, it's like anything else. That's why the human condition is never satisfied. It's the 3-week rule. You will, if you're happy today, you'll fucking be sad in 3 weeks.
That's called polarity.
Yeah. But that's a necessity. Because if you stay happy too fucking long, you know what happens? You fucking die. Because you have no resistance to this fucking body. This body is, you build muscle through resistance. You build muscle through, in the brain, through adversity. You learn how to work. Why can't robots do what we do? Because they'll never be in the situation that we put ourselves in.
So explain your religious argument to me.
My religious argument is we need religion to organize humanity, to move forward as humanity. To go to where we want to go, which is to procreate, to make more, build more, go further, consume.
I don't agree.
That's a beautiful thing.
Either.
I'm just saying that's my argument for you need that. No matter what.
You need humanity to understand we're all on the same fucking team. That's good. We do need that. We need to be all on the same team, but none of us are on the same team because of religions.
Right.
Because they've divided us up into these little
How many
sects.
religions are there?
Too many.
Right.
Yeah.
What happens? Let's just use a basic business model. Mm-hmm. If you have one religion, what do you have? A monopoly. Then you have no adversity to that monopoly. Then you go where you're told because there is no other way.
What if you have no religion?
That's perfect. You serve a purpose.
Exactly.
You serve the purpose of recognizing you think you live beyond because if you're an atheist, it just says you can't prove there's a God. That's all that means.
I'm not an atheist.
No, I'm just saying. But the definition of that is you can't, because you can't prove it. That's the only reason why I don't believe in it. But then there's another way of saying I know there's not a God, but I still believe in something. Right? That's just, it could be called spirituality. It could be called energetic. It could be called...
It's just as nonsensical to say there is no God as it is to say that's the God.
Right. I agree.
It's the same. You're doing the same thing. You're making
But
yourself
you know what happens when you have a population that works really well together and they utilize that movement and that religious sanctity?
Yeah, that they enrich yellow with uranium and they get the nuclear weapons going and they blow up their opponents and everything's better.
Right. But you also are going to get home-cooked meals.
No.
You know, I'm just saying.
We're all going to be cooked.
We're going to be dead. Shit.
Religion is going to kill us all, man.
It is.
It's going to kill us all because of a story a guy made up thousands of years ago.
You don't need to
And he had no more information than we have right now. He had no more information.
I'm just saying, if it's not, you need organized institutions. Most of them are called religious factors. There's, 1,400 different religions 10 years ago or something like that. But that's what I'm saying is you need.
You see how crazy that sounds?
It does. And
they're all right. Every single one of them right.
but we already established no one will agree on anything. They just tolerate the path that they're going to be on. It's an alignment. It's compatibility.
As a Christian, you get taught, and this is exoterically, that you are blasphemy and all these things.
Yes.
You don't go to church and all this shit. Like, come on. And like he said, go kill the firstborn child, do this. How many people did the devil kill in the Bible? Then how many people did God kill in the Bible?
Right. No, I agree. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying there's a reason for the body needs, if it's not religion, it's something else to stay organized and to stay moving in a particular direction.
You're nothing but energy, brain waves, and a frequency. Right, you're nothing. I can really go through you.
True statement. But if you go through me, where are you going?
I'm energy too. It doesn't matter.
Right, but
we come back around, we're magnets.
We are the most organized. If we could see true energy, fifth dimension. I believe in the big fifth dimension. It's all energy. At that point, it's literally just looking through your eyes closed, and whatever you see is what you fucking see. And that's how I envision when I leave this body. That's the shit I'm going to be rolling in.
It's just higher consciousness.
Just higher conscious, correct. But I'm talking about this fucking organic body, this bag of meat and bones is separate from the soul, the energy, and anything
It is separate.
else.
It is separate.
Right.
When your body fails, you are no longer
true.
Your energy will persist, but your memories, your thoughts, your emotions, the way
That's
you
separate.
look at the world, that could be completely gone.
Stay there for 1 second. I'm trying to make my point.
Okay.
Is the body and the mind separate? We know this, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the body goes, the mind still does what the fuck it's going to do. We still don't know, but we know it's going to go. It's going somewhere. It's energy. Body back to the earth, right? The body we only control from the mind temporarily. We can all agree that we don't have complete control over our body and our mind.
Right.
Right? That alone says the body will follow regimented type of things. We are capable of doing mass, incredible, regimented. Why do we do certain things repetitious wise? It builds the efficiency of the body. Simple argument. Why not? Millions of years ago, people realized, yo, if you get humans to do this, we can build shit. We can build bigger farms. We can eat more. We can make more humans. We can protect ourselves. We can, whatever. This time we're going to get it right. You know, every 1,000 years, the fucking civilization ends and shit. But this time we're going to get it right because we're going to learn from those books that we can't read anymore, right? And we're going to kill off our labor or whatever the fuck it is, all this crazy shit that they're doing this time around. Oh. But simply put, my argument is the body is separate. You need some form of institution to keep it going, be it military, government. You need the bottom feeders. I hate to say it, man. But you have to thin the herd. It's just Darwinism at its simplest. But that's the body, not the soul. It's always at odds. Never to be permanently together, just aligned and compatible at different times. But if you're awake and you understand, I feel fortunate that I recognize this, that I can have conversations with my body, be like, all right, bro, let's work together. That reduces anxiety, reduces the depression, it's a whole different alignment.
If you,
I feel you.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too, because as long as you don't need anything outside of yourself,
right?
So as long as you understand that too, that's another thing. Then you know already, like what it is, as is above, so is below. That's the other thing. That's what I was trying to tell you about. Like you already know what's going on inside your body, and you need to sometimes just quiet down, and that's what your body wants, because our mind is a computer, and to decalcify that pineal gland, you know, I don't even use toothpaste with fluoride no more. I buy the regular kind.
Dude, fluoride's the devil. Fluoride is the devil.
Fluoride is. Shit. And then the toothpaste without the fluoride is better. That's
hydrogen peroxide, baby. And a shower.
Oh, yeah.
I just take the shower and I was
Tom's, was it Tom's?
That's all bad for you.
Toothpaste, was it?
Yeah,
you know that.
So we will not be doing Tom's commercials.
Yeah,
That's some
I
good
use
stuff.
that charcoal.
Yeah, that's some good stuff, man. I like that stuff. All right, so here's the deal, guys. I don't. You guys aren't. Neither of you are allergic to tobacco. Okay. So, I would love to introduce both of you.
Oh shit, we doing it now?
To the world of HIPP.
Okay, what's that?
Yeah.
HIPP is an Amazonian derived snuff.
What is it called?
It's HIPP, and it's, you know, traditionally it's spelled with an R, but in our culture, rape is looked down upon, so we don't like to say HIPP that way. We spell it with an H now. It's all good, but you know, like Hoist Gracie spells his name with an R. It's how they do it in Brazil and, you know, in the Amazonian places.
Is that a cultural difference?
Yeah, it's a cultural difference.
Just making sure it's good. It's good.
HIPP is a very grounding medicine. Tobacco is the master plant. Okay, out of all the medicinal plants on the planet, tobacco is considered to be the most powerful. It's considered to be one of the plants that all of the like shamans and all the head, you know, honchos go back to. Tobacco is the one because it's been used for thousands and thousands of years, and it's got the power. You know, now I was introduced to HIPP. I did a breath work class. And at the end, they offered HIPP, and I thought, I'll try it, you know. And so, the way it works is the HIPP is blown up your nostrils.
Hell yeah!
One at a time. It is extremely intense. There's a little bit of pain there, but it forces you to center yourself and to focus on your breath. And to slow down and just be present. It for me, it's one of the greatest like ways I typically start my day with it. Sometimes I'll do it a couple of times in a day, just because if I'm stressed out, I'll just do that, and I'll just meditate, and I'll just be back in my body, 100% present, nothing else clouding my mind, because you can't think about anything else when the hot hits you. You got to be focused and stay right here.
Not if you're lined up like that, man.
Are you guys down to try it?
Yeah.
You got the blood on my nose.
Look at. Okay.
It's gonna hurt. How long is it gonna hurt?
It only hurts for a few seconds, but the way I saw this going is
sensitive nostrils.
I'm scared.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Just to show you guys.
Is this illegal?
It's completely legal.
Yay! My son's gonna get mad, but that's fine.
But
you gonna try, Joe?
I'm scared too because I don't know.
Anybody else in the audience wants to try
down there,
this? You want to try some vape? Some grape?
This is called a crepe.
Shut the fuck up.
This is a self-administering pipe.
Jesus.
This is called a tepe.
That's going in the other hole.
This is brand new. Okay. This is for me to serve you guys. Okay. You can take a look at it. I haven't even opened it. It's brand new. This is the hape. Now this is a visionary hape that I got from it's Nukini tribe. It's like 4 winds or something. I'll give you a link. But this stuff is good. This is my favorite hape. I have several different kinds.
Holy shit.
I've never even heard of that.
And basically what it is a mixture of burnt tobacco and ash and other herbs that they'll mix into it. And each one of them is different. Each one of them is unique to certain tribes. And I've explored dozens of different kinds, and this is my favorite one.
What's the name of that?
It's very powerful. It's from the Nukini tribe, and it's visionary hape. So it doesn't take much. Like that's plenty right there. And basically, what you want to do is you want to close off the back of your throat, okay? And I'll walk you through it when I serve you guys.
I'm thinking we should do an episode that
because you want eye contact at the moment of administration, and then you just want to stay calm and just breathe through your mouth. Don't breathe in through your nose. You don't want to inhale this stuff. You're not sniffing it. I blow it in.
Yeah, this is already beyond my capabilities.
I'll
let you do this.
I'll walk you through it.
You just scared me.
Yeah.
I'll walk you through it.
I was ready to do it, but then those rules. I'm like, yeah, my Wego was like, fuck him, I'm out.
I'll walk you through it. It's easy.
But hey,
you just relax. Relax. And
hey, we're gonna pause for station identification or commercial at this time. And we're going to keep recording, but we're going to cut it so you don't see this shit till later.
Don't be scared, man.
So, no, it's not that. I'm just using this because this is great fucking lead into the next episode of doing something, right? Getting ready to do some crap. I'm not crap. I'm some fucking...
Definitely.
No, okay, no, we don't do crap. That,
hell no.
To me, I'm going to do that.
I'm close.
All right, guys, I'll tell you what. We're so excited to do this right now that Gary's gonna put it to his face and he's really gonna tease you because we're not doing it now. We're gonna do it next episode. You're just gonna have to come back. Please look for the links and the list of books from JoJo she wants you to check out. Gary's gonna drop a link as well for that dude Rockwell Norman guy who
Graham Hancock,
that guy. And then when you come back, you'll see video. I'm sorry, the next episode will be us trying the rape. Hape. Getting down and getting ditty. We're getting ditty with it? Is that what it is?
No
ditty.
No freak offs.
No diggity, no doubt.
No freak offs.
No freak
All right, we'll see you soon. Back.
Peace.
We'll see you back. That was horrible. We'll see you back. Like, really? That's what you said?
That's what you said.
All right. So now...